Hi fellow foodies! Our next state is Massachusetts, and their most famous dish is the New England clam chowder. There are many ways you can make and improve this dish. Today, we are using fresh clams. In a pinch, one can use canned clams as well. I got two kinds of clams for this chowder. Some chowder clams which are bigger and some little neck clams. The first thing we need to do is to make sure to wash our clams properly in cold water so that they don't have too much sand in them. No matter where you buy your clams, you always have to remember to wash them a couple of times and then use a strainer to drain them. Then, we want to use a pot that is big enough to hold our clams. Fill the pot halfway with water and bring to a boil. Once boiling, we can add in our clams. I also added 1 peeled carrot, half an onion, and 1 celery stalk to my pot. I'm using the water for our soup, so I want to give it some extra flavor. Then, let your clams cook for about 8 to 10 minutes until they open up. While waiting, let's cook up some bacon. I cooked up about 1/4 cup. Usually, I cook the bacon before I saute my vegetables, but I'm cooking it separately this time to use as garnish on top for this video. We also want to start chopping our vegetables. 1 onion dice, 2 stalks of celery dice, and about 4 to 5 potatoes peeled and diced into chunks. I'm using Yukon Gold, but you can use your favorite potato. Then, once our clams are done, we take them out and place them in another bowl until they are cool enough to handle. Discard the ones that did not open. Then with our soup, we want to use a strainer and strain our vegetables and also reserve about 4 to 5 cups of clam juice for our soup. I think this step is necessary because you will see at the bottom of your stock, no matter how many times you clean your clams, there will still be more sand because the clams spit some out while they're cooking. Now comes the fun part. We can start cooking our chowder. In a pot, melt about 1 tablespoon of butter. Sauté our diced onions for a couple of minutes until translucent. Then add in our celery and cook for another minute. Then add in our potatoes and 4 cups of our clam juice. Also add in 1 tablespoon of salt, half a tablespoon of black pepper, as well as 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon cube for extra flavor, and half a tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. Mix and cover until the first boil and then simmer on medium. While waiting, our clam should be cool enough to handle now. We want to take the meat off the shell, and once we do all that, we just want to give it a rough chop. Then, when we're ready, our potatoes should be fork tender at this point. We can now add in our chopped clams and then simmer for about 10 minutes, then add in our cream. We also want to have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch ready, then add in about half a cup of our clam juice, and then mix well before adding it to our soup. This will help thicken our soup and make it more creamy. Scoop some on your bowl and then add some fresh parsley, then add some bacon bits on top and some oyster crackers to serve. I hope you give this chowder a try, and please do not forget to share my channel, subscribe, and send me your comments. And as always, thanks for watching!